So you're thinking about moving to Japan and you're not exactly sure about how to rent an apartment. What does your average Japanese apartment look like? Or, if you're in Japan, how to secure an apartment. Well, today we are going to look at a foreigner-friendly system called Leo Palace. Now, they are typically small apartments, but Leo Palace really does help foreigners get apartments in Japan. So I am standing in front of a Leo Palace apartment here, one of your typical apartments, and I'm going to show you what a typical Japanese apartment for one person really looks like. Okay, so you'll notice the first thing you'll see is there's a lot of doors, because typically these apartments are basically just one room with a kitchen in the hallway and a little side area for your bathroom and their shower. So as I'm looking around here, the property itself, well, most Leo Palaces actually do have a vending machine just to get your drinks so you don't have to go to the convenience store. They typically have a garbage area so you don't have to really worry about garbage days. It's a sliding door. So basically, you're looking at your garbage area here, and crows can't get your garbage. Walking up around, you're going to have your actual bulletin board here with, this is a calendar for all your garbage. And I'm actually going to walk up to the apartment. Of course, you have bike parking there, and you'll probably need a sticker. We're going here. Now I'm here at apartment 205 today. This is going to be your gas. This is probably locked, and this is where they can turn the gas on and things like that. An easy mailbox. And some Leo Palaces actually do have a big package parcel box. So it depends on what Leo Palace you're in as to what kind of style you're actually going to have. Today, this apartment here is a loft style, so let's go take a look. So as we walk in, this is your little genkan. You're going to have a microwave that includes in the apartment and a refrigerator. And if we look out here, you have an actual shoe closet, which will close. The refrigerator, a little small, but for one person, it's not too bad. This is going to be your kitchen area itself, a little sink and a 2-burner stove. It's all electric. The problem is you don't really have much cupboard space. Down here, it's probably where you're going to keep most of your stuff. And right in here, you're going to have your washing machine. Over here, this is going to be your washing area. It's got a toilet. It's got a bathtub and a sink with your shower and a simple mirror. Across here is going to be a very simple toilet area. A little claustrophobic, but you'll get the idea. Walking in here, this is going to be your closet. So not much of a closet here, but enough for one person to actually do. And this is going to be your main room. Now this apartment here actually comes with a bed frame, a small table, a small TV, which you can get LeoNet, and some guidebooks It looks a little spacey, it's okay. But then as we turn around, you'll see a ladder and your loft. Let's go on up the ladder here. The ladder I think can be a little hard to work with, but this is your loft space here. Okay, so I'm sitting up in the loft. It's a little claustrophobic-ish. The roof is like right here, but it's enough here to put a futon. You do have a light area. You know, you have a little light here, and you have curtains, which it's really hard to move up here. Has bars in the window because that is where the front of your entrance door is. So looking around here, this is basically the view of what you're getting. And it's actually really hot up here, so let's go back down. So, as you can see, trying to go up a ladder like that has its pros and cons. The one good thing about this ladder is you can actually slide it up and it'll fit against the wall just like that. So you've created, you know, not too much different of a space, but that's about it. And then looking up here, this here is actually in the summertime your aircon unit, and in the wintertime your heating unit. So this little thing is going to heat up all this space. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Leo Palace 21. They actually do have a slogan here. It says, Leo Palace 21, support the foreign people. Why, thank you, Leo Palace. Now, they do have two different contracts. They actually have a monthly contract and a long stay contract. With the monthly contract, there is no deposit or gratuity fee. Most of them actually do come furnished, like you see here, well, a TV, a table, and a bed frame type of thing. There are no need to pay utilities. Now don't forget, this is short term, like a month or two. But you also, when you do the monthly contract, I think 2 months is required. There is internet services, but they've changed it in the last couple of years where now it's called a life stick, where basically it's internet enabled. You just have to go to the convenience store and purchase the monthly internet and then input the code into the TV internet thing. Yeah. There is no need for a guarantor on the prepaid system of monthly contracts, and it's easy tenant screening anyways. Stays are from 30 days, so if you're coming to Japan, hotels can be expensive. This might actually be a good option to you. There is life support service available in English. So if you have any problems with your apartment, or before you even start renting to find out more things about it, it's probably a good idea. You can have up to 3 people in a small apartment like this. There is a security system, which you can see right there. Now, if you're looking to stay long term, you know, a year or 2 years or whatever, you can actually get the long-term contract or the Chintai contract. Again, there are no brokerage fees, and you're basically paying month at a time. But it gets, I think, a little bit cheaper the longer your contract is. You can choose furnished, I guess this is furnished, or unfurnished apartments. Nothing in it. But if you choose unfurnished, you still might get the refrigerator and the microwave. There's still going to be internet service, which you still have to pay on a monthly basis. Again, easy tenant screening. Basically, guarantor is unnecessary. There are life support, again, like I said, in English. And with the monthly contract, you can have up to 2 people living in the apartment. The advantages of a Chintai contract. You want to save on the initial expenses. You do not have a guarantor. You want to pay rent on a monthly basis. And you need to stay in Japan for business or pleasure. For those that are looking to rent, short term, some of the benefits are you want to save on the initial expenses when moving in. You have no friends in Japan who can help, and you don't have a guarantor. It's better to actually stay short term in Leo Palace than it probably would be to stay in a hotel. You want to live with some friends maybe? Moving out from a Leo Palace on short notice is quite easy. You cannot live without internet. Well, as long as you go buy the code to insert into the TV. Now, some basic knowledge on renting apartments in Japan might be a little bit different from what you are used to. First off, well, you got your rent. Then you have your actual deposit. A deposit is what it is. It compensates for damages while you're living there. Then you have your rake-in, or your, I think I said that right, gratuity fee. And basically what that is a customary payment. How do I say that? A customary payment at the time of the contract signing to show your gratitude to the owner. You're giving them a gift of money, which is actually usually equal to 1 month's rent. Then there is the brokerage fee, which is basically an administration fee paid to the company you're renting through, and that could be another month's rent. And then also, apartments in Japan are usually based on a 2-year contract. So after 2 years, if you want to continue living in a regular apartment, there's a renewal fee, which could be another month's rent. And of course, you need a guarantor or somebody to sign for you to guarantee that, I guess, you're going to pay the rent. So all these things can actually be bothersome, but with Leo Palace, it's a lot easier where you don't need a guarantor. They can tenant screen you really quickly, and you can move in pretty much within a few days. Now, with my experience in Leo Palaces, because I move all my teachers into apartments like this, it's quite easy for tenants to secure a Leo Palace. They are going to be small. For one person, what more do you really need? Like in this apartment, I wouldn't want the bed frame. I don't know if I'd actually sleep up there either. Might make that like a TV room or something. There's not much storage, as you could see in this video, but still, if you live, minimally, or you don't have a lot of stuff, Leo Palace is a pretty good place to live. There are so many locations throughout Tokyo and Japan that Leo Palace is very, quite popular with foreign people coming to Japan. And Leo Palace is foreign friendly. I do know that I had friends that lived in Nagoya that actually had like a 2-bedroom with living room and dining room Leo Palace. So not all Leo Palaces are going to be like this. I'd probably say a good 90% are going to be small apartments like this. When you first come to Japan, securing a place like this might be your best option. You might ask how much these cost. And it just depends on where you live. I'm sitting in Saitama, which is a prefecture just north of Tokyo. And this here typically goes for about $560 a month. A little pricey. But if you were actually living in the middle of Tokyo, a normal apartment is probably going to cost you, for this size, at least $800 a month. Plus, don't forget your administration fees, your gratuity fee to the owner, so on and so forth. It could cost you anywhere from $2,400 to $3,200 just to move in. But with Leo Palace, it's going to cost you whatever that monthly rent is. So I hope you found this video somewhat useful. Leo Palace is really foreigner friendly. They have English support lines. It's quite easy to hook up all your utilities, your water, your gas, and your electric. When you do hook up your gas, depending on the gas company, they might ask you for a $100 deposit, which you get back when you move out. Electric is electric. They'll come, you'll sign up, and you'll probably either pay with a credit card or sign up through your bank account. Sometimes you can actually get the bill delivered to your post box and just go to the convenience store to pay it. And sometimes like that with gas too. Some Leo Palaces include water, some don't. So before you move in, make sure that you check out with Leo Palace as to which bills you actually do pay. Almost 100% you're gonna pay gas and electric anyways. I hope this video does help you though. Good luck in your search of finding apartments in Japan, no matter where you may be. But give Leo Palace a chance. They are pretty easy to work with. It's Tokyo Drew. Keep it real, keep it raw. Stay true to yourself.